Good. One moment, my manager is acting funny. Okay. Good morning. Hello, KLDS. Good morning. Hello, people. I thought we tried to do this once, and then we got distracted by something, and that was several seasons ago. So we're gonna do this again, just for fun. I have 2 hours to stream, and then I have to do something important, which is why we're not gonna do like a regular stream. So we're just going to go into looking around the map, seeing if anything's changed, and checking out. I have a list here. Checking out what we need to check about. Now, first on lore, let's talk about the cubes. This season is cubes. I am wearing my cube suit technically. I don't know if these machines were always cubes or if they were taken over by the cubes, but more than likely the cubes are the main aliens. And in that case, these robots may have always been cubes driving the robots. So what are the cubes? Well, we know a few things. We know the cubes are darkness energy. They have always been mentioned as darkness energy. When we get a cube copy of a character, we have Dark Jonesy and a bunch of others. We get darkness creatures, darkness weapons. Got quite a few things for that. So in that case, they're darkness energy, but they're not just that. During the event, we had a cube show up. It was a big thing. We all thought it was Kevin, but Kevin is most likely dead. He's the original cube. He exploded. But we freaked out and we called it Kevin. And then as it was destroying 75% of the lobby, we EMP'd it and turned it off along with the elevator it was inside. So that means that they're at least partially machines or machines that are driven. To the point that we can EMP them and turn them off as machines. At least the giant cubes that we saw come out of the water, the ones all around the aisle, are... I don't think there's any actually right next to me. Might be one over there. POG. Poggers are at least machines in that sense. But they're also sentient. Fortnite released a post, a tweet, and that tweet said that the cubes were sentient and not malevolent. Malevolent means kind. I don't think they used the word malicious, but something like malicious. So that means that they can think, which means either the cubes, the big cubes around everywhere, are their own living organisms, or there's something inside them driving them. And that's why, as far as we pretty much know. Oh, and during the trailer, a cube talked to us, and it was a female voice. And look. Killer cubes from outer space. So with that in mind, that is pretty much the current lore. We're going to go around the map for the next however long it takes us. And if we don't reach 2 hours, like if this takes less than an hour, then may go into some gameplay and then I'll just edit it for YouTube. And we're going to look at the differences in what's happening. Now this is Believer Beach. And we're going to talk about the history. This was originally Sweaty Sands. But when the aliens, when that big ass thing came over here, people who believed... I am not a typical YouTuber. I pretty much just upload these videos to YouTube. And sometimes they're edited down, but mostly they're just raw. But yeah, I have a YouTube channel under the same name. When that big thing over there came over here, we had people who believed in the aliens to the point of having a party. This entire area was painted up. There was an entire setup over there with sound system and whatnot. It looked like we were getting ready for a freaking another another concert event, but it wasn't. It was just them partying for the aliens. Now, there isn't much left of that. It appears the believers have been kicked out of Believer Beach, and considering they tore up the castle just outside, I can see why the rest of the citizens may walk them out. It's most likely the mayor of Believer Beach allowed it to try and attract tourists, but once it turned out the aliens were bad, decided that keeping around crazy alien hippies were not a good thing. There isn't a ton of stuff left over. You can find a lot of the decorations left from Believer Beach in the junkyard. No, they weren't killed. Well, the aliens were, but not the well, the one alien, but not the humans. The humans actually moved. We'll see that later. There isn't much left here. You can see a little bit of the paint of the party. I believe there was a decoration up here. The physical decorations appear to be gone. Some of the, I think this camper was actually here before, but paint is still here. And we're starting to Believer Beach because there's a good amount of cars, and I can jump in a car and drive to the next place for us. By the way, I have to be out by 9:55 because I have a 10 o'clock meeting. So, if we don't finish this, it may become a two-parter. I may finish it tomorrow. I don't plan on streaming tomorrow, but tomorrow will be back up finishing. You can see nothing here. Most of the decorations are gone. There's some leftovers. So like a banner, one banner left of all the banners. There's some... Whoa, it's late for you. For me, it's just barely the morning. There's some paint from the party here left over, as well as this tent, which looks like it was taken over by someone who was watching the ship. But there's not much left of the party. All the stage and stuff has been taken down. So most of the party is gone. It's just been trashed, and it's taken a while for them to pick it up. The believers are gone. All their stuff is gone except for some of this garbage. And I believe that's the biggest changes in this area until you head south. Let's take a car with us. Let's also get some gas. You should probably take a bear, because the bears are the best off the road if you don't have off-road tires. I'll fill it up periodically as we go do this. Still X, the best oil spilled into the Gulf. I mean, what? This creature I am are the aliens. They're the trespassers, like the elite trespassers. They're the ones you saw on the ship during the event. And you haven't seen my event, it is available on VODs as a highlight as well as YouTube. Okay, turn off radio. Oh, we got some wolves. So nothing really in here. Oh my god, there's a little plastic pool with a chair in it. That's so southern redneck. Or, I don't know, yeah, redneckish. The biggest change over here is the piece of a... So the pieces that landed in here, there's small pieces of the actual ship, but most of the stuff that landed here were actually the abductors. And the abductors landed in pieces. And when they landed in pieces, their flying mechanism, which is a slipstream, continued to function. So while the ship's lying here burning and all the occupants are likely dead, the slipstream still functions, so you can just fly around in it. I don't know. Thank you, right, Stick Ricky. Love you too. Love my viewers. Oh, cube. I guess there's a cube in the middle of here. So you can jump in this and use it like the slipstreams from Season 9 and X. In most, if not all, of the crash sites, you'll find a cube. The cubes are pretty deactivated. Now, this form we're seeing here is pretty much how we saw them in the original Fortnite with some lettering up the side of it. Ooh, you can hear them. Oh, well, they still have a shield on. Don't freaking whine at me, mister. You're the one who shocked me. And they're just sitting here. Where they at, they're not rolling around. There's no lettering on them. The one we saw during the event, well, some of us saw it during the event. I saw some of us didn't see it, where it's all just letters everywhere, is not typical of what Kevin looked like in the original events from my memory. I saw him some of the times rolling around the map. I didn't get to see his actual events. Now let's see what happens if we do this. Nothing. Bullets are absorbed, but no reaction. Originally, if you shot Kevin, he hit you right back. He's noisily complaining, but that's about it. Crap, where'd I leave my truck? Up here, I think. Also, Kevin, I'm sorry, the cubes, I guess it's not all Kevin, drop these things. And they turn you into cube ghosts. Most don't remember the cube ghosts. They remember these as the ghosts he turned into for Midas. Rick, did I leave my truck? Well, we lost our vehicle, guys. I lost my truck. But technically, these are cube ghosts. Cube trucks, almost like cube ghosts. Oh look, new vehicle. So I guess we'll head south from here. There isn't anything really new over here. This over here is still pretty much advertisement for that car game that Epic runs. So we'll head south to Holly. But on the way here, say hello to the Golden Cube. During the event, many people saw a Golden Cube, but they weren't sure if it was a glitch or if it was something, but apparently it was something. People are calling this the Queen Cube. We don't know much about it. It is actually showing off its runes. That would make it the only active or semi-active, get out. Semi-active cube. So let's see if it shoots back. No, it doesn't shoot back. So it's not fully active. It acts just like the purple cubes. But people are calling it the Queen Cube. It's obviously special since it's gold. It may be the leader. It's extremely shiny, which is cool. Down here, there's another broken, destroyed ship. And then Holly is our next big area. Holly has been around since inception of Chapter 2. Originally called Holly Hedges. It looks like it's been go back to being called Holly Hedges. It was taken over by the trespassers and started being transformed into their world, including... I still hear it. Like, I can still hear it. Like, they saw the music for the transformations, even though most of it's out. Now, IO has come in here, the official government, just like when the government used to clean up Chapter 1, IO's cleaning up here. This is also the first IO truck, which is pretty badass. How many gas do you have? Not very good. They're picking up this alien tech. We never really figured out what this is. It looks like containers or some stuff. Boxes, cat food, a boss. These weird egg containers, question mark, incubators, cat food in it. They just place the cat food on top of the eggs. You can see them all over the place. And they're fixing up the houses. Most of the houses are actually back to normal. I think there's one house I was roaming around in yesterday, and I don't remember which one it is. Not that one. And it was not yet back to normal. Oh, let's do this real quick. Oh, I guess I don't have any money. Or money doesn't show up in Battle Labs. Here we are. This place is yet to be fixed up. It's still boxes packed, table of some kind here. That box had a chest in it. Haven't seen that in a while. Boom. Oh wait, this was... So this may be a reason this is the last one to go. Is this one over here? Oh, you can see some of the crashes coming into here. Is where the eggs were kept. This is one of the two places eggs were kept. This place and over there. Let's grab our car. Holly's just a typical town. There was not been a lot of things during it. I think its biggest notice, other than being captured by aliens, was just being a good place to land. Lots of buildings. Ooh, almost hit that bird. I'm gonna go over here because this is somewhat important to Halloween, but hasn't been used since its inception. This, also we need gas, is the store. It literally... Oh, there's someone up there. Let's go see who's home. It literally was created just prior to last year's Halloween. So around this... Oh, tuna fish up here. To last year's Halloween. And it became a large Halloween thing. It wasn't like the most impressive Halloween shop ever. It wasn't anything more special than the other Halloween shop. Then it disappeared. And Christmas shop went back to its original shop over in Retail Row. And then we had some rifting issues, and this came into play. This is the ship from Chapter 1. It used to rest on top of a Viking village, on top of a mountain when it was rifted there out of time. Let's go talk to Tuna Fish, see what he has to say. Hello? Why can't I talk to you? Got a request from him. Different name locations. Honestly, don't know if we can complete that in Battle Labs. But since its inception, it's been pretty dead. We will head to Weeping, because that's the next ship anyway. We already looked at the ship, but it's on the way there. So Weeping Woods is apparently one of the harder hit areas. It and the one north of Hollyhead just has the largest corrupted spots. It is unclear if the ship's corrupting them, if the cubes are corrupting them, or just overall darkness energy is corrupting them. I drive like a pro, I promise. This is that ship we passed up earlier. I don't know if a cube is in it, since the gold cube's already here. Doesn't look like it. It landed in the middle of Holly. Oh, a lot of these ships have these booster pads that were on their roof, not just sitting on the ground. Makes good, makes for a good play. You can just spin around each other. This, I'm assuming this is terraforming them or changing them into the alien world, but it may just be corrupting them. It doesn't look exactly like the alien world. Oh, speaking of the devil, there's a cube here. If you hit him with the car, it usually bounces them if you hit him with the car correctly. Oh well, that was crappy. Okay. So Weeping's this way. So Pickles. Now, Weeping, I don't think had anything changed. Like, there was no major destruction. And a lot of people are complaining about the lack of major destruction. I did the exact same thing. But when I think back to it, Season 7 was pre-volcano. Other than the polar peaks there and the cube, there wasn't a lot of destruction. In fact, what we had in this event was a lot like the cube event. We had a lot of the major map changes happen at the end of the last season. So the map changes still happened, it just happened during last season. Hello, KLDS. All castle's gone, the farm's messed up, and that's all indicative of something very similar to the cube event from the original chapter. So there was major map changes, it just didn't happen at the end of the event. It happened over time of Season 7. And there were a lot of people who were standing, let's go back to the original map, and I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think we should go back in time. I would like to see maybe a few areas pop up during maybe a rift issue, or maybe we can switch between worlds during a event. Oh, we're out of gas. Look, there's a bear. But all in all, get your noise out of my ear. Epic worked hard on this map, and this is an awesome shooter map. It's probably the best shooter map I've ever played. So yeah, there's nothing really changed in here. Everything's the same, other than the woods being corrupted. Nothing really hit. So we'll head over to Sludgy Swamp. There is a place off to the side of Sludgy Swamp we do need to visit, because there's a character over there. Tuna fish, lore-wise, as far as I'm aware, is an infection of one of the fish stick species. Now, fish sticks has a older Chapter 1 pirate background that confirms it's multiple creatures. So one of them got infected by the ink that infected Meowscles. So this is Slurp. This was during the inception of Chapter 2, and it became a major point. First, it was an awesome landing point, Second, it was, there was Slurp everywhere. You could come in here and just get Slurp. So it was also Slurp production. It produced all the Slurp that we drink. Assuming the shields are Slurp, of course, which I would assume so because I do this. Oh, no, it's in there. Third, it was the area the Chaos Agent was working on creating the Slurp monsters. It was Ripley's birthplace out here in the swamp, and after that he created at least 3 Slurp areas. But this was one of the major changes at the end of last season into this season. The mothership came over here, tore much of the buildings out, including the main vats. The main vats, I think, used to sit right here. This is one of the buildings that tore out, and I'm pretty sure this was the main building with the main vats, yeah, because you could land in here, go around there, and right here there'd be 2 gigantic tubes you could just sit and slurp all day long and soak up shields. Since the ship has destroyed the area, oh man, the oil rig's gone. The oil rig's been gone. I think the oil rig used to be over here-ish. Was it, or was it over here? But it's been gone for months. And it was not the aliens' fault. That was destroyed during the Ghost versus IO mode. And it, I guess... Oh, it was wiped out most likely by the wave that Midas caused when he was like, I'm gonna break Fortnite, and it fell back. I like this right here, by the way. This little, like, just pipeline on the ground. It's random destruction. Oh, I was gonna parkour. But there was another building picked up that was major. I think there was several pieces of land picked up, but there was another major building picked up, and this was this one of the places I really like to land, actually. You go up here, land in these areas. There was loot in both buildings. You go in the back way of both buildings, either below or on top. And now it's gone. Mourn for it. Where's my favorites? There it is. We will mourn for the building. I actually like to land there more than I used to like to land there. Other than that, back when Team Rumble was good and they hadn't changed it, because I am not a fan of the new Team Rumble, there used to be towers here and a giant slurp thing, and that used to be awesome to land on and snipe, because back when Team Rumble was good, I was main to snipe. I love sniping in shooter games. Not a big builder, but I'll just snipe all day long. Now, the next place we need to visit... Oh, yeah, there was. It's all gone. R.I.P. Slurp. Now it's Sludgy Swamps. It's been changed because the slurp they used to pour into the swamp is no longer poured into the swamp. So it's no longer slurpy. There's no... You can't sit in the water and gain shields over here. Oh, another crash site. So this is a crash site. kinda... Oh, it's a major crash site after. We're going to take a detour up here. So this is a crash site, of course. Kinda hit the swamp area and has changed a lot of the trees into its corrupted forms. But it also was one of the bigger ones, because you could freaking fly forever here. It also... Let's see if I can get the wall. Oh, that was lame. You know what? We'll just park right here. It also, crashed into this area. Possibly. I hear you, jerks. Where are you? It also is the only place, one of the few places... Hold on, I gotta take care of the wildlife. Excuse you? Excuse you? Are you eating the truck? Oh, that close. Am I gonna have to shield up because of wildlife? Jesus. I'm gonna eat your friends. What do you think about that? I ate your friends. Walk away. But this is one of the few places where the crash actually affected a point of interest. Now, of course, this isn't a main point of interest. This is just kind of in Weeping Woods between the two areas. This is part of this crash site up here. It's a huge freaking crash site, by the way. I forgot how huge it was. But it also hit Durburger. You can see it's kind of corrupted. See, really? Be gone. Hey, you behave. I saved you. Yeah, you can see it's corrupted the ground here into that weird fleshy thing. Tomato Town, I don't know. We'll have to go by it when we go up there. It's... Where are we? It would be right here. It doesn't look corrupted, but we'll fly by it and check out the orchard and stuff. Okay, where's our way out? It also looks like, I don't know if this hole was here before. I don't think it was, because I don't remember an easy access in this area. It looks like the most destruction is done is taking out this hole. And I do like the cube crystals going all over the ground. So the biggest change over here, other than ships crashing, is an addition of a character who I am pretty sure is... Oh, you know what? She's not over here. She's over here. No, I'm out of fuel. That's okay, there's an IO base up here. They should have a car. Hopefully we're on with wheels. So, last Halloween, this lady was introduced. She's... Oh, yeah, she's here. It's Baba Yaga. I've been playing it for a few years. I love the lore. I used to just, like, make up my own lore until they started making their own lore. I missed the first few seasons, but I came in season 4-ish, 3-ish, 4-ish. This is Baba Yaga. She's a witch. She's actually, well, I don't say a real-life witch, but an actual legend in real life. Here, she's like a Wiccan, and she's, earthen healer. I do believe Baba Yaga was a little more nefarious. Oh my god, wildlife, leave me alone. Let's see if we can find a car since we're out of gas. Ah, well, it doesn't have any tires on it, but it's a car. As you can see, some of the bases are still intact, but I believe every single base is abandoned. You will see new bases. These are watchtowers, and that's where IO is going to be. But all the actual bases are abandoned. However, they still have all their stuff that if they're not destroyed. Some of the bases have been destroyed by fallen debris. And if you need to do that one mission with the gun, it's over there. It's on the intact bases. So, with Swamp taken, we'll go visit Toilet Flush Factory, because we don't know exactly how that's fared either. Probably hasn't changed. Be interesting to check out. Actually, this car isn't that off. Is this car actually better than the other cars off-road? It feels like it. I just seem to be going faster. Oh, I had no fuel in it. Crap. Looks like we're taking a truck up the hill. That'll be nice and slow. This is Flush Factory. Originally in the first chapter, it was rebuilt down here. I don't think it was rifted. Pretty sure it was built. It looks like nothing's different about it. It'll still have all the toilets in it. How much fuel do you have? Not a lot. You know what? Get lost. From here, we will hit Misty and pass by some other stuff. Up here, we'll have the one of the tomatoes. Oh, actually, no. This is the tomato truck. It came around chapter 1 and was competing with the Dirt Burger truck towards the end of it. We'll be able to get some gas and off-road tires up here, and that should make our truck a freaking beast. Shish, we'll fill you up. Where am I at in time? Okay, so an hour and a half. We're still doing good. We're doing good on time. I might get some playtime in today. By the way, at 9:55 I'll have to cut it, so if I have to leave suddenly, just know that unless I continue this tomorrow, the next time I stream will likely be Friday morning. And that'll be a full-on stream, Fortnite. And we'll get back on ESO in a few days. Don't tell me you don't have any tires. Ah, here we go. This reminds me of that one song by, I will hit that. There's the dam, nothing new on the dam, and nothing new on the power station. The power station used to handle some of the eggs. I believe they're all gone. But yeah, this song reminds me of that Cold Chamber song, Big Truck, from back in the 90s. Cold Chamber was a new metal band, question mark? Kind of new alt metal slash scream rock. But, yeah, or big. So this looks quite Armageddon-ish over here, but it missed Misty. It missed Misty. Misty's a town that was at inception of chapter 2. It kind of was similar to the town that was in Polar Peaks area, but is larger. Oh, someone's over here. There was a little destruction, it looks like. Oh, that's right. Also, that mountain has a chunk taken out of it. It hit the mountain when it came down. Crashed. Part of it's crashed over here. Who are you? Oh, Core's our new person. She's a mercenary who used to work for IO. She gives out an automatic sniper rifle. These are beasts, by the way. I love these. They use AR ammo, but they're freaking beasts. Well, I am visiting named locations. I must not be able to do on the thing. But it crashed. Part of it crashed over here. It took out whatever this building was. I want to say this was like a shop stand. Yeah, there's still some cash over here. Have you been in the cash register, lady? It didn't break too much other than that. But that's like the biggest destruction you'll see in any of the major cities. However, it is a large infected area because it also hit the lake and it's turned into a named unnamed spot, if that makes sense. It's a spot that doesn't actually have a name on the map. When you walk into it, it's called Corrupted Lake or Crash Lake or something. It's no longer called whatever it was originally called. The lake's name has changed. And you can see we got a cube. With that, oh man, I love the AR sniper. It's so good. I loved it back then too. I'm a big old sniper person, and it's hit, just a whole bunch of headshots to take someone down. This one's got kind of compacted down here, but it goes all the way up there with the stream. This cube is at a funny tilt that makes me very worried about standing in front of it. Also, that one's glowing a bit, but the other one wasn't glowing. Oh man, if you want good snipers, the bolt is a freaking beast. I always forget it's a beast. I'm assuming it is still out, but the bolt action rifles, you get a gold bolt action rifle, you're gonna down people in one hit with full shields. I had that happen to me just the other day. Gold action rifle, down one hit, full shields, headshot. But yeah, also he seems to be glowing. His friend was not glowing like that earlier, or at least he didn't seem to be. But maybe it's because it was dark, because as night hit, he seems to be glowing maybe a little less, but I can't tell. But they're still unreactive. Got his shielding up, but hitting him does nothing. He just bounces you back a little, but he won't lightning you. Sounds super pissed off. Bradley, my truck. He's got lots of little cubes here. These his babies, or is this his excrement? I guess that depends on whether or not he's organic. Or it, since the one in the trailer had a female voice. They. From here... Oh, this is important. From here we'll be taking a detour and we may lose our truck. Actually, let's not take the truck down because I don't want to lose it. We're gonna come back up here anyway, so we'll park here. I don't think I have a launcher on me. I wish I had a launcher on me. We'll just take this car down. Hello, taxi. Down here is somewhere important. The camp is not any different. The ship is gone, but other than that, I believe the camp is the same. We'll go check. But here's the next important thing. If you were looking for Friend Cube, he's not been burned after science. He's right here. Hello, friend. And I'm going to do something that's very sad. I'm going to hit him because someone hit him the other day and he makes the saddest noises. This is Friend Cube. If you hit him like this, he'll give you shield. And look how fast that raised up. However, I was fighting with someone and they hit him the other day and he makes this kind of noise. Which kind of just sounds sad. And I'm not going to do that more than once. So, I swear the noise he made the other day was just a sadder whine. See what happens if I hit him. It's just kind of purring now. I swear he made like a sad whale noise when they hit him the other day. Oh, whatever. I don't care about your fuel. We're just taking down here. So this is the camp. I actually haven't landed here since the start of this season. It looks relatively the same. I'm going to assume the bus is gone. Nope, the bus is still here. Not a ton. A handful, I think. I don't know off the top of my head, actually. And this thing won't tell me because the official Fortnite manager is the crappiest thing. Or Fortnite manager. I call it Fortnite. The official Twitch manager is the crappiest thing. Now, this is the camp, whatever. It also seconds as kind of a junkyard. At the beginning of this season, it collected and kept a whole bunch of Chapter 1 mess that got ported into here by the black hole. Woo. Actually, I've never checked. Probably not many. I technically use YouTube as a VOD dumping ground. I have 7 subscribers. And so the people who watch it are my VODers, who watch my VODs a ton. And they're there because VODs and Twitch get deleted after a while. You can't keep them. You can keep your highlights, but you can't keep your VODs. And that's data safety and keeping them. Well, I understand that. But I don't want all the videos I'm doing to go away, so I put them on YouTube if I think they're decent or I want to keep them or they're a full thing like this one will be. And I'm assuming the ship's gone, right? Yeah, the ship's gone. And I'll upload them there. So they're there forever and ever. At least until YouTube dies. Or the internet dies. Okay. Nothing really up there. So the camp is pretty much the same. It doesn't seem to be any junk. Bye, Friend Cube. So yeah, if you're looking for some quick shields, by the way, and you land over here, don't even drink. Come over here and hop on our friend. He'll shield you all the way up in no time. I think it may be faster than you can drink shield, but I'm not sure. I haven't hit him when I was at 0. Do I have 425 vids? Some of those vids are private, though. I have some vids with my son, which you can't watch. I did back when during the summer when I streamed more prolifically, I stream almost every day. And, I stream a lot of horror. Like, as Halloween comes around, I'll be switching to some horror games. I stream a lot of Alan Wake, a lot of, Outlast was some of my first streams. Really fun horror. I like fun horror. Visage. Really? Okay, we're up at Caddy Corner anyway, so let's check it out. Caddy Corner, and I believe our Peak Boy over here, as well as our Mountain Weather Station. There's nothing really different with any of them. I've landed all of them. The only time something different happens is if a pimple shows up, one of the dimensional shifts, but you know what? They must not show up in... Thank you, KLDS. Or is that KIDS? Is that kids? Am I reading that wrong? I can't tell L's from I's. You're awesome. But there's nothing different here. And there's not a crash here. The next closest crash... Where am I? Is down. Okay, so well, I can't tell if it's an L or an I still. An L. Okay, so it's KLDS. I hate it when they do the L's, the capital L's, and the lowercase I's look the same. Like, put a dot at the top of it, guys. So past this crash we already saw at the lake. We have Lazy Lake, which may be named after Leaky Lake, which is weird because they changed... Oh god, what did I do? How did I do that? It was weird because they changed the name of the lake, but not the actual city next to it. Lazy Lake was at inception. There's nothing really different about it. It all looks the same. It wasn't affected by the crash. This is basically the Tilted Towers of this area. It's got some of the taller buildings in it. Destruction, mayhem. Oh, that wasn't supposed to hit that. But, this is a good place to drop, but it's not as popular as Tilted was. I think people miss the castle. Albeit we did have Tilted for a while. Where are we now? We'll end up over there in a minute. Got Caddy Corner, Lazy Lake. We'll go ahead and hit retail. Oh, hold on. I was looking up something and it closed out my manager. Manager, come back. Okay, still running. So we drive this way and defy physics there for a while. You'll see a spire over here from the Spire event. They're kind of dead looking, gray. Ooh, watermelon sounds yummy. Are you from the south? Oh wait, no, you said you were from somewhere way different. Different time zone. Oh, this is important. I showed this in my regular, but Penny is on the map. If you haven't seen her, she made it. She's one of the few official, full-on, her and I think Kenny, is that his name? Are the full official Save the World characters that are on the map now. Nothing new in YouTube. Frick. What is my brain? Nothing new in Retail Row. Which is apparently named YouTube now. From here, we can head to Dirty Docks. I'm out of gas anyway, so let's go this way. Yo. Ooh, that threw me a weird way. I almost fell. Can't umbrella in here. Don't think I can redeploy. We'll hit up there. It's over there. We're heading that way. This and this. And yep, there's no redeploy, but luckily I have that. Oh, I can redeploy from launching from this thing, though. Another crash ship hit up here. One of my favorite fishing spots, by the way. Uh-oh. What the frick? It's dropped here. Looks like it's dropped a chest over here. I love how massive these things are when they're on the ground. I mean, I knew they were large. You landed on them. You could walk around them, fly around them. But they even look more massive on the ground for some reason. And this one's got a pretty decent... Oh, God. That's a dangerous spot to put that. I'm glad it can't fly. This one's got a pretty decent sized one here. It's caused some destruction over there into the water, raised up some land. But all in all, just like the other places, Dirty Docks remains untouched. This is the new umbrella, by the way. It's pretty cool. Not quite enough cube sounds for me, but it's still pretty cool. You can hear the cube sound right when it opens. Then it sounds like energy. Another Inception spot. Not a lot has changed here. I think some of the buildings were damaged during the flood. But that's biggest changes here. And I think most of that was rebuilt. Oh, well, you suck. Oh, there is one. I guess we'll hop in there for a bit. Where are we? Freaking Dirty Docks. Okay, we'll head over to Corny Crops, because just... what would if you mean on Fortnite? Or PSN, I didn't need to know your name, and I'll get to that. We'll head over to, because there's another crash site here. If you want to add me at SephirothTX, in case you don't want to say your name over the, live, and I'll add everybody I see on there. I don't think I can do that in game though. I cannot. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, so many people send me messages. I'll eventually add everybody who's there, up until it doesn't let me anymore. If you want to send me a message, just tell me who you are, you can do that too, but it may show up on live. So there's another crash site over here, next to the junkyard. Oh, that was a bird. I thought I heard walking, that was freaking creepy. Junkyard has some small changes, actually. It looks like we won't be able to... well, we'll be able to show it, but it will be dangerous showing that area over there. But the junkyard has a lot of the Believer Beach junk in it. You can see flying saucers. You can see this thing. There's a several landing pads up here, actually. And, of course, another cube. Hello, cube. He's glowing like the other one. I guess they are all glowing. And they have runes on them. Maybe they activated, because I swear the other guy wasn't showing off his runes. They must have become a little more active lately. Still not violent, though. I can prove it. No hit back. Up here, this is one of the most destroyed areas from a crashed ship. You can already see the entire antenna has fallen down the mountain and taken a roll. The ship took out this base. Now, I don't remember who was at this base. Sloan was at one of them. If this was Sloan's base, maybe she's squished. Can't say I feel sorry for her after what she did to us. Tried to kill us. Said, I'm going to leave you up there just because the damn cube's up there. The cube was off, lady. Because you destroyed the ship, now your entire island has cubes all over it, so I hope you feel like an idiot. We like it, though. You can see it's pretty much destroyed most of the buildings around here. The main building's still mostly intact, but the antenna's been taken down. This wall's been taken down. And this ship is in the middle of everything. By the way, look how OP these launchers are. from here, we're going to actually visit Farmer, or whatever his name is, his place, and head over to that area, and then head over to Tomato Town. Tomato Town. I say Tomato Town like I'm from freaking Britain. That's from watching way too much Dan TDM, because that's how he says tomato. And I guess that's how all British people, English-speaking British people would probably say tomato. Oh, the Whiplash? Hello. Oh, it's a Spar. Okay. But that's not Mavis. Is that Mavis? You know Mavis is the same character as her? I can't tell if that's Mavis or if that's just that other one. If that's Mavis, that's the one that betrayed IO. Not that I feel bad for IO. So the Whiplashes are back because Ferraris are gone. The farm doesn't look any different, but I was here the other day and no one's home. We do know that the farmer was apparently abducted and survived the events. This is new. Is this chicken coop here earlier? I think this chicken coop is new. But nobody's home. Jonesy's... I actually found him in a different area, but I don't remember where exactly. And then this is the next major point. Now this is going to be a little more difficult because that's showed up. This is corny. This was the main area of the events. Several of the big buildings were picked up. But this... Can I shoot that? Oh, it even reflects those. Well, that's ominous. This is it's kind of a dimensional shift. It's running the last realities rolled into ours. You can come in here and fight cube monsters. And normally in regular modes, you'd have a gold monster counter up top where it's counting how many gold monsters you kill. And I've done it before, and I don't know what... It should be Sephiroth TX. My name in everything is Sephiroth TX. It is the name I picked before the PSN on PlayStation, and the name I picked on AOL, and it's the name I've stuck with since. Okay, so this is corny. The main building here is still here. Uh-oh. Will they heal you, or is it just shields? They just give you shields. Okay. What else is around here? Also in the middle of these, you'll find these guys. Huh. I swear my name's Sephiroth DX and it isn't privated. And you'll get these boxes. You know what? And these boxes have my favorite weapons. If I can get down there, I can pick it up. It's Sideways. That's right, this place is called the Sideways. It's like the Upside Down, only it's cube air territory. And these are cube crafted weapons. Whew. So there isn't much else to see in this area, it looks like. Let's head south. Sorry guys. This used to be a building. It's been torn up. There's a giant puddle in the ground where it used to be, I guess, where rain has filled into it. And I believe there's one more crater. Yeah, right here. This also used to be a building. One of these buildings where IO's... One of these craters, another one over there, where IO's base. That may have been IO's base right there. Because that looks like the bigger one. Oh, some pieces of fire over there. Yeah, and there's pipes sticking out of it, which means this is probably IO's base right here. And it was all taken up during the event and exploded the ship, which is smoking right there. So that's a big change from last season. Now we'll head to Tomato Town. I don't know why I'm not... Turn off. I don't know why I'm not showing up for you. Because I am... So see right there, Sephiroth TX. Let's make sure you haven't accidentally sent me one before, because that could be why it doesn't show anything. No. XXKLDSXX, okay. None of my watchers abuse that, please. Oh wait, yours just came in. Where is it? Ah, right here. Accepted. And the rest of you, I'll accept y'all later. I usually accept friends on the list. If I don't see y'all in a while, I'll sometimes clear them out, but I haven't cleaned out. You're welcome. If you're a PSN user, by the way, my PSN is the same name. Where am I? I want to go to Tomato Town. But I usually accept most friend requests. I do know there's a limit in Fortnite, but I don't know what the limit is. I haven't hit it yet, even though I have a ton of requests. Also, that bubble looks freaking cool. Tell me that doesn't look cool. It's kind of gross and cool at the same time. We're up at Tomato Town. It doesn't look too different. I think I landed here once this season. But there's still pizzeria. Nobody's home though. There's still this place, which I burn down way too often. Nothing new here. While we're here, we'll head over to Steamy Stacks. I think there may be something over there. Now, Steamy Stacks, I am pleasantly surprised to see up, but I also want to say it's probably going to have a major part in this section, because if you remember, Steamy Stacks' actual name is Heavenology. It's named after the original cube, and it runs off the darkness power. So there's no way we're going to have a cube event and something doesn't happen here. I mean, we have a cube on Kevolution Energy. Sorry, Kevolution, not Kevenology. We have a glowy cube statue here, which is destroyable. You know, apparently not that destroyable. And there's two towers and a cooling center, two cooling towers and a center right here, core, which has something to do with Kevin and the darkness. No, turn that off. I didn't press that. But the biggest change here is up here. The only current The Darkness characters on the island, and someone I have. One of my favorites, actually. Yeah, it'll boom. Well, it may boom, or the actual Kevin may come back, like the original cube. He may be below here somewhere. He may reform out of all this. Or maybe a giant cube. Who knows? This is Dark Jonesy. Now, when I had originally collected all of these guys, I assumed the Darkness copies to be evil. But this guy has official lore now, and he's not evil. He's an oracle. He acts like a seer for the island. His actual lore is in here. The island's wise oracle, gazing ever fearful into the uncertain future. So, he's a good guy. I mean, Jonesy is a good guy, but you would think the dark copy of Jonesy might not be so. I do believe Dark Jonesy is from Chapter 1, so he was likely made by Kevin. But that's it. Hey, look, a truck. How much gas you got, man? 57? Not bad. With that, we will... Can I get the map back, please? Thank you. With that, we will head over to... Oh, we have 2 places to go. We'll hit 3 places to go, technically. We'll hit this first, because this is higher up. And then we'll hit over there. There are 3 changes to look at here. And there are these... What I'm going to show you in the radio tower is actually happening in there, several areas. Wow, I've never seen them roaming packs like that. Packs of pigs. Luckily, our slurp truck is still here, by the way, so that's a good source of shield. If you need it, shield and health, it'll fill them both. So nothing's happened to this base as far as I'm aware, but it's been abandoned just like the other bases. But there's a tower over here, so I can show you the tower. Or is that, yeah. So, towers are usually created near a crash site. This one's kind of far away, so I don't know why it was created, but I do believe this wasn't here before. However, this one's also not manned. But the towers are the newer sections of I.O. They're usually near crash sites, watching over the crash site. This one may be... What about the secret John Wick? What about John Wick? Oh, his house. Oh, I drove past it earlier. I've been in it. There's nothing in it. It's, as far as I'm aware, it's pretty much an advertisement for that car game. The soccer car game I can't remember the name of right now. But I believe this tower might be here just to watch over that guy, since he's sinking into the ocean. Uh-oh, where'd I park? So, the big change here is actually in there. Yeah, we'll drive to it. Now there's... Rocket League, there you go, that one, yes. There are several of these changes around the map. You'll find them hidden in areas. They're all secretive, hidden. If you head down here and break this, you'll find this. This is brand new. This didn't used to go this low. Down here, you'll find this. And down here, this. It looks like a living area. We've got some beds, chests, a couch, and a kitchen. Not a bathroom. Oh yeah, there's probably a bathroom right here. A bathroom right here. Now, people have been wondering about this, but I know what it is. It's a prepper area. If you ever play Far Cry 5, you know what I'm talking about, but or if you live in... Yeah, we'll go and look in there in a minute, because that's separate. I don't know why that's in there. Or if you live in, like, America, or where there's crazy-ass preppers. Preppers are people who are prepared for the end of the world. They think the end of the world's coming in their time, so they prepare for it. They think it's always good just to prep for it. So they create these underground worlds where they can live out nuclear... wastelands or whatnot. And you know what? As the world looks today, I don't blame them. But still, I'm not sure I'm going to prep. This is something different. This is not something you'll see in all of these areas. This is a secret area. I think... Okay, it's above me. I think this is a reference to either SCP or Control. This showed up around the same time Control came out. And it's moved over here just as another game in the whole universe, a remake of Alan Wake, was announced. An SCP is a anomalous entity that can be either a creature or an item that has anomalous powers or effects. They can be either mundane or damaging and violent. In a Control, which is basically an SCP fan game made by actual gaming company, the same idea for the OOPs, or Object of Powers. Now, I don't believe any of the other prepper basements have SCP items in them. Wait, no, this is ground floor. SCP-999. Can I get out of this place, please? Am I still in the basement? I'm still in the basement. That's why there's no door out. I was like, where's the door? They locked me in. It isn't on a list. But, I would like them to tell us whether or not they're referencing SCP or OPs and that. Now, down here are the next biggest changes. Over here, you'll already see it from here. The final alien home. It looks like one of the trespassers survived. SCP-999, I know most of the SCPs, but there's technically 5,000 of them. I know all the big SCPs. This is going to pause my manager, hold on. But there's 5,000 SCPs, so I obviously don't know all of them. Oh, duh, 999 is the tickle monster. Duh. I knew that one. Quit your beeping. So this is the destroyed area. This place has been destroyed since we landed. I don't know what happened to it prior to us coming into this area, but it was an abandoned area where the houses look to be falling into the sea, which may be a reference to California. Don't look at me, that's the best I can do. Like, California has mudslides, is on a coastal area, houses sometimes fall into the sea. Albeit, this house has been taken over by... Oh, look, there he is. Trespassers. No, I trespasser. Oh no, we're gonna fight apparently. Friend, I have technology from your homeworld. Okay. What? Is there more than one, or is that the only one here? It appears he will be the only one here. Nope, something just... Oh, that was a bird. Oh, the birds going in and out make the whole exiting sound. That's pretty cool. Well, that's the difference here. I just killed the last trespasser. R.I.P. But, oh, look, another one. Take this guy if he has any gas in him. 70% fuel. If we head this way... Time, 9 o'clock. We're good on time. We will likely be able to finish before I have to leave. I'll save you, chicken. Whoa. Lucky wolf. We will hit this area. The believers have followed the trespasser. Now, the one believer from season 7 that we actually have in our files believed in the aliens up to the last day. Oh, is that just the wolves? Oh my god, how many wolves are there? Jesus. Anyway, this is Believer Beach's area now. They belong down here, apparently. And, oh, really? Some people say that there's a lot of wildlife around here, and people have caught the wolves getting stuck on these bouncers, which is pretty funny. Are we freaking serious? They were not lying. I don't remember where I parked. I should be somewhere around here. Truck. I lost my truck. Well, there's a big truck right there, but they're slow. I legit lost my truck. From here we have Craggy. I don't think Craggy's different. Wow, there's this, I think that's been there for a while. There's a landslide right there. Speaking of California. Craggy Cliffs, aka Fish Sticks Restaurant City. I don't think there's anything different with this area. Ow, that's actually hurting me. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. And from here, we can just go down to Pleasant Park, and we'll get towards the end of our little tour here. I have some filler I was thinking up once we get past our tour. There's another tower over there, by the way. Oh, well, sorry, I didn't even see you. Ooh. So Pleasant Park has an ominous ship piece just sat almost vertical up there, which looks freaking cool, by the way. I don't think you can climb up there, as it being that vertical, but you can fly up there. Okay, not really. leaving you for another truck. But it seems to have forgone any real destruction. Like, there's nothing here that looks changed. If there's anything that got destroyed, it'd be over here near this ship. But it looks like all the houses are still intact. All the little areas are still intact. What is this? Oh, just a piece of ship. Yeah, nothing really changed in Pleasant. I don't land Pleasant a whole ton because a lot of people land Pleasant. But another destroyed ship. There should be probably a cube in here. There seems to be a cube for every destroyed ship. Yep, there he is. And let's see what happens if I shoot him with his own weapon. I'm gonna shoot until it overheats. But speaking of control, by the way, this weapon reminds me of the control gun. What is with all the wolves? Do I have a bouncer? No. From here, we can pretty easily access this, because I think we can just fly over to it. Yeah, it's probably my favorite minigun ever. It's just because it looks cool. I'm a sucker for the good aesthetics. Now, when this hit this area, I thought it was going to do more damage because it looked like it hit this straight on, but it didn't. It just like came really close. Oh, let's go here. But I don't think there's really anything different here. This used to be, there's an IO base in the middle of it. It used to be where Laura Croft hung out, the IO base / ruins. Which I think is still exactly the same as we left it. Got some temple ruins here. IO base over there. I'm not having anybody pop up on the map, so there's likely nobody home. Yeah, nobody home. Let's take the flying way out of here. And I think Coral Castle is our last hit. There's the lighthouse up here, nothing new on that. I don't know about the shark, but Coral Castle is one of the final hits we haven't hit as far as the main area goes. Yeah, that doesn't give me as much boost as I thought it would, but I can get over the wall over here. Oh, what am I doing? Hello? Hello, Jen. So over here we'll have Coral Castle. That's kind of cool, looking at that thing get submerged. Coral Castle was one of the major points that got hit last season, and the last one I think we need to check out. Many people were actually asking for a big change in Coral Castle. I haven't landed here since the beginning of the season. It looks like some ship pieces actually made it quite far away from the ship, which would make it very easy to get out of now. Like, these should launch you almost directly out of Coral. Not meant you to fly. Yeah, look at that height. That's nice. I like this umbrella. It's my second favorite glider now, next to the actual Darkness glider. Darkness glider still holds tops. But the main castle exists, but many of the other smaller castles, the one up front and the one somewhere over here-ish, was picked out of the ground by the alien. And it's kind of ironic, there's no water in here. This divot, and it's surrounded by water. Lots of people are asking for destruction in this area. It's not a very popular place to land. It's okay, I like it. Wait, most important. Yes, the horns are still here. That's the most important part. And that is pretty much it for the tour of the island. There isn't a ton of places to look. We saw the ruins of the lighthouse, but those places look like they still intact. There's nothing new over at the Shark by the looks of it. Nothing new up here. What's left of Fish Sticks Island. It is 9:20. So with that, we'll go over a little bit of the lore. Now, there isn't changing areas. I thought there were changing areas in this mode, but there isn't. So I can't change. But we can go over some of the lore we have already here. Some of these people are on the map, or all these people are on the map. Baba Yaga, powerful, eccentric, witch acutely tuned to the natural world. Her heart is full of magic, and her pockets full of teeth. That may or may not be hers. Baba Yaga is a witch in actual mythic legend. And she practices dark arts magic, and I do believe in some stories she's apt to kidnapping children. I don't know how she made it into Fortnite last Halloween, but she made it into Fortnite last Halloween. She appears to be a healer on this island. The fact that she collects teeth means she's probably still into something, unless those are her teeth. But yeah, this is my WTF for the season. Like, this is the most awesome skin. I'll have him for next Pride Month. Fabio Sparklemane, which is a mixture of My Little Pony and Fabio the... Y'all probably aren't as old as me. Fabio is a model, a male model, that is on the front of women's romance novels. That's why he looks like that. Fabio's probably most known adventure for this, for the current time was probably the time he got hit by a bird on a roller coaster. That's probably what most people know him nowadays. Darkness Jones, we already looked at. He's the Oracle of the Island. He's apparently a good guy, despite being created by the Darkness in Chapter 1. Core is one of our new characters as well. She's an assassin for hire. Core categorically denies any insider knowledge of the IO, which means she just works for them exclusively as a contract mercenary. It says lay off, which means she's a mercenary that's working for IO, but says she is not part of IO, and she's telling people to stop chasing her down because people are pissed at IO after they left everybody up in the spaceship. She's actually really cool looking. I know some people are like, man, but I like her duality style and her either bionic or magic left eye. I would like to know what that's about. Also, she has some cool looking earrings. Dusk is someone I collected from Chapter 1. She used to have a castle in the Chapter 1 along with the other vampire I have. Where's she at? Does it even say where they are anymore? She doesn't say where they are anymore. Weird. It used to tell you where they were. But this is Dusk. She's a vampire. It says traditional vampirism is gosh, tacky, outdated. Dusk vampirism, chic, modern, decadent. You're gonna want to be manipulated into her internal servitude like yesterday. She's a vampire. I actually love playing as her because she's got the claws. As soon as it hits Halloween, she's gonna be in my loadout. And she's got some stiff leather clothing, which is a little weird. Like, it moves odd ever since it's been made, and it kind of moves weirder in the new current engine. She was a major opponent to the cowgirl lady who was a vampire hunter during that chapter. This is Torin, one of our newer characters. She has something to do with the Sideways, but we don't know. A talented hunter with a unique ability to travel to the Sideways at will. Torin doesn't want to talk about her unique connection to the Sideways. She's here to hunt monsters and develop new tech for hunting monsters. So she's apparently somehow connected to the Sideways. She's either from the Sideways or somehow imbued with darkness power that allows her to connect to the Sideways, but she's obviously a good person and she's hunting Sideways monsters. She has a cool ability that changes her skin into some kind of Egyptian-looking skin, but darkness-related. Kit Bash is... I actually don't know what his story is at all. He came out after Kit. He may be a Kit creation. His secondary form actually has a Kit face on it. Show him what you're made of. A one-kind of warrior seeking friendship with humans and a nasty falling out with the island's small appliances. And his missions, by the way, I did his missions already, are all about making friends, but actually building friends, not just making friends. Penny is from Save the World. Originally, she's a builder who is a survivor of the storm and zombies in that dimension. She came into Battle Royale a few months ago, and right before last Halloween. Meowskulls is currently infected by the same thing this Toon is infected by. Last time we saw Meowskulls, he became two Meowskulls after, according to a background story, eating a ink fish. So infected with some kind of ink thing. That's the last time we've seen Meowskulls. Kit's still normal-ish, as normal as he can be. Penny, we don't know much of her story here, other than she's also a builder. She just seems to be kind of an OG-like character. Penny's a classically trained architect, considered by most to be one of the island's master builders. If you got construction quandaries, Penny's got answers. Kenny is like her and used to be over in Weaving, but I haven't seen him. So he may be off the map. I have 3 characters I haven't got yet. I don't know who they are. Pit Stop is a racer, kind of one of those typical skins I never buy because they're just so typical. Nothing really hits me. I know there's people who love racing and would be like, I like racing. I watch Nuremberg. I play Gran Turismo. As soon as GT comes out, we're going to be watching me play it. Recently anointed champion Island's 3rd annual stunt spectacular. Oh, she's a stunt lady. If you're riding shotgun with her, well, I hope you brought some flameproof clothes. Don't know what these guys are. Scuba Jonesy, very passionate about all things aquatic. I once spent an entire afternoon talking to Scuba Jonesy about fish. It was fine. I wonder who's writing these now. Poor Jonesy. Jonesy, I think, used to be the one to write these. I know, but Jonesy's currently trapped inside the loop, so he can't be writing these. He won't have a memory. This is one of our newer characters, JB Chimpansky. JB is dedicated general organizing the war effort against the astronauts who abandoned him under suspicious circumstances. Well, that would be a plus. Oh, against the cubes. I'm sorry, I skipped an entire line there. I thought that didn't make sense. By the way, I'm partially dyslexic, so that happens. If he happens to find out what happened to the astronauts who abandoned him under suspicious circumstances, that would be a plus. I thought he was organizing a war effort against the astronauts who abandoned him. I was like, holy shit, don't abandon this chimp. Anyway, yeah, apparently he was a chimpanzee, a human-sized chimpanzee who was abandoned by what appear to be cosmonauts, because he's got a lot of Russian things, including Russian letterings in the background of his sign. I don't think those are Russian in his background. And he, quote-unquote, fell to Earth just in time for the Cube War. This is tuna fish. Tuna fish is new. Fish sticks is a species, like I mentioned. Tuna fish, one of the fish sticks apparently somehow got infected by the same ink thing that infected Meowskulls and created tuna fish, which is, by the way, one of my favorite skins, if not my favorite skin this season, because you can color the heck out of them. I've already got a bunch of them. What time are we on? 9:27? Okay. I was going to hop into a match, but probably not this late. And last but not least, this is the Brat. Lore-wise, we're not sure what's going on with Jonesy. He's currently trapped inside the loop, and that's as far as we know. Last we saw of him, he was sacrificing himself, trapping himself inside the loop to save Zero Point. We don't have any idea where Zero Point is. We saw some, I think, pictures that showed Zero Point sitting up in space, where it's technically been before it fell back to Earth during the Galactus event. Shoots Zero Point, destroys reality. But we don't know exactly what happened to Zero Point. We know Zero Point appeared to be abducted during the Spire destruction. It may be back in Io's base. It may be up in space. I'd like to play. You mean like matches and stuff, but in just a handful of minutes. Yeah, I can do that. In a handful of minutes, I'm going to have to leave for a meeting I have with my son's teachers, and then I will be back Saturday. No, I'll be back Friday morning, and I'll be playing Friday morning around 7 or 8ish. I drop them off 7, so 7:30 to 8ish. We'll go do a locker tour right now. Just a heads up, it's large. I've been playing since Season 4, and I buy way too much. I think I've single-handedly helped keep Fortnite alive. It's a nice song to have on the locker tour. So you want to see what's in my locker? Well, I have hundreds. Starting off at the top, we have the Darkness Collection, which I will buy. If they release more Darkness Collection for this season, or anything Cube related, I'll buy all of them. I love the Darkness Collection. It's my favorite aesthetic the entire game. Fallen Love Ranger was Love Ranger. By the way, Darkness Collections, the Darkness has been officiated that they're all copies by the Darkness. They're not infections. So Darkness Love Ranger is an angry looking Love Ranger. It says... Really? That's not what I wanted. Love hurts. Agree. Dark Bomber was one of the first. The future looks dark. She is a copy of Bright Bomber, and she came out of the cube, according to a background story, when Bright Bomber touched Kevin. She walked out of Kevin. Dark Power Cord is actually from this chapter. Now, because she predates... She's from Season 1 of this chapter. She predates this event, of course, so it's unclear where she comes from. She could either have come from Kevin and this was just teleported over here during the end, or she may have risen from Kevolution, technology area. They may be giving rise to New Darkness. Same with... Oh no, this one came from X, so this one came from Kevin. This is Dark Red Knight, which is funny because she's purple, not dark red. Dark Wildcard, also from Season X. One of the Wildcard gangs copied. You can see his darkness pulsing around his eyes, which look really cool, like clown makeup. And then his runes are all over him. My son is 13. If you watch the Eventual, he was with us. He didn't want to play, but he wanted to watch. I was playing with AF Blessing, which is someone I used to play a lot with. But he was with us, watching. Cool. Y'all might even play Roblox together, but I'm not going to give out his information without his permission. No offense. This is... Why is it going away so far? Dark Heart. Statuesque Heartbreaker. Oh, this one said Deal Little Darkness. This one said Rock in the Darkness. This one said Protector of the Infinite Realm. Dark Heart. Statue of the Heartbreaker. This is just like this Jonesy. It's a dark copy of a living statue. And I also love her wraps. I just always liked her outfit. Her outfit looks cool. The wraps around the chest, and the kind of Grecian look to it. Looks awesome. And then Dark Jonesy. He has seen beyond the darkness, which I guess kind of makes him into the Oracle. Now that makes sense. And he's definitely a good guy. So these guys you don't know, he don't look like a good guy. And Bright Bomber was scared of her. But he's the only one with lore. Aquaman is from 2-3. He's from the Flood season. I shouldn't have to tell you who Aquaman is. This is from the DC series. And according... that's up to him. I could message you his information later if he's cool with it, but I wanted his permission before I do that, if that's cool. I'm definitely not going to message it over this live stream. This, according to what lore we have here, he may be from Coral Castle. It doesn't seem like he rifted in with the others, but he's a DC character. This is Armored Batman from the 0 Point event. I believe this is the copy that Batman faces towards the end of the series. He comes back in after leaving the rift Zero Point into the alternate dimension island. And if you haven't read the comics, apparently there's an island just like this island in an alternate dimension with a 0 Point and an IO base in it, just like in this dimension. But that island's been pretty much abandoned. 0 Point's not there, IO's not there. What just happened? And what transpires here transpires there because there was a spire there, but that's all there is. This is comic book Batman, meant to look a little like the Adam West outfit, I think, but not quite. This is the Batman from 0 Point. This is the actual Batman that was rifted over and not the copy. He's got a big old scar on his muscle. Does Batman have a scar on his left muscle there? I'm unaware of that. Beast Boy from the Teen Titans was rifted in during the 0 Point incidents, I believe. Black Manta came in with Aquaman. Catwoman came in... Oh, wait, this is Catwoman from Season X. So this Catwoman is not the other Catwoman. This is a different Catwoman. This Catwoman came in when Gotham City was rifted in and replaced Tilted Towers during the first chapter. Clark Kent from this past season. Clark Kent, according to what we've seen in the comics, was most likely rifted in around the same time as the aliens invasion, but just prior to it, because you see him react to the aliens invading. She apparently, Sloane apparently knew it was coming, made a deal with Lex Luthor, and got Clark in here. Deathstroke was part of the 0 Point event. He was in employ of IO with the whole thing. This is the TV version of Green Arrow, who was better known as just Arrow. He was a crew pack member series, and they literally just need to make a crew pack series so we can separate crew pack items. This is Harley from Chapter 2, Season 1. We're not entirely sure how she made it in here. I don't remember how she was released. She was released when a bunch of DC characters were released. Poison Ivy from the Last Laugh set that came with Joker. And the Last Laugh set most likely came in the same way Soups did. Rebirth Harley Quinn, also from, I think, the same chapter? Yeah. Oh no, this was Chapter 6. But came in the same way Soups and Joker and all of them did. Rebirth Raven. Again, we're not sure how the Teen Titans showed up in here, but Raven showed up in here. And she was actually a map character. Although I said the founding member of the Teen Titans, a founding member. This is practically Christian Bale Batman. He was ported in during the Rifting events in Season X, back when also around the time Gotham got shoved into the first chapter's world. The Flash came in. Why am I coughing all of a sudden? Where did that come from? The Joker, Last Laugh set, and one of my favorite characters in any kind of superhero thing. This is 0 Point Catwoman. Pretty sure this is the one that was with Batman. Okay, now we're in the Frozen series, and not Elsa Frozen, though that would be a pretty cool skin. I don't think Disney will give us more than Marvel. This is the Frost Broker. I actually don't know anything about the Broker. I also don't know anything about the Frozen. The Frozen series could be an infection or copies. There's arguments between both. Like, this guy looks like he could be a copy of whoever the Broker was, and is just ice copy. Same with this Fish Sticks. He could be either copy or infected. You can't really tell. Now, this lady is in the Frozen series, so we're assuming she's part of it, but she doesn't look like she's got much ice on her except for some of her clothes. So that kind of leans towards less copy and more infection. But then you have these two, which, if this is an infection, it is very painful looking towards the end of it. You become just ice. Snowdrift, journey to the icy unknown, drift like the snow, and hard as stone, cold as ice. And also it's her again. I still like her outfit. She's cool and nice. And then the Devourer, who was trapped in the ice during season 7 or 8. Chapter 1. He was trapped in the ice, he came in, he fought the bot. Oh, it was after Volcano event, so it had to be 8. And then got stabbed in the face for it. He also has a giant-ass roar, which is why I like using him. Just roar at everybody. Aloy is from a PS4 game, and she's got a new one coming up from Horizon Zero. Cammy is from Street Fighter. Chun-Li was ported in by Jonesy. They probably came in together, and they just came in later. Who knew? Chun-Li is from Street Fighter and has some of the cheapest moves in it. Guile is a Street Fighter, and I'll just spam Sonic Boom over and over and over again until someone quits playing with me. We have Kratos, and I currently have his PS5 armor on. If you have a PS5 and you get Kratos on, he'll gain gold armor. Lara Croft, this is her PS1 version. You also have Midas Touch, PS1 version, 25th anniversary, and current version. But I'm leaving the PS1 version just because I played the original. I have the original Lara Croft for Sega Saturn somewhere downstairs, or in here. It's somewhere. The original Tomb Raider. Master Chief from Halo. I played the original Halo, but I'm not a huge Halo player, but I still respect Master Chief. I'm more into Halo for Red vs. Blue from back in the day. Time 9:40. Okay, we're still good. But if you happen to have an Xbox X or Xbox S, he also gets a second form, which I think is a black costume. It won't show me, will it? No. Psycho Bandit from Borderlands. During Season X, when the scientists were, for some unknown reason, porting in different dimensions, Borderlands came over, and so did he, and a really noisy backbling. Like, other people can hear him when he's talking on your back, and he talks all the time. Ryu has both regular and this form. I'm keeping this form on because it kind of looks like he's been in Armageddon in that form. And then we hit the Icon series. Icon series are real life people. That could happen. Just like slip dimensions while he's running so fast. Because if he's fast enough to run through time and to hit and to affect time, then he's fast enough to slip out of time into another timeline. That could happen. We don't have an official reason of how he got rifted over here or ported over here. These are actual people, the Icon series. We have Jay Bavlin. I have this form on for him right now because of the Darkness events. But Jay Bavlin is a artist, singer. He has a lot of pride stuff on him, which I love. Just look at his shoes right now. He's not gay from what I hear, or LGBT, but he has lots of LGBT friends, and he supports us tremendously. Marshmello, which is my favorite of the kind of dance music people of these days, and held the very first Fortnite concert, which is where this skin comes from, and has a really cool reactive skin, albeit it's going psycho with this music, which doesn't have on off button. Say hi, Marshy. Also, Marshmello is this guy's friend, Ninja. Marshmello and Ninja have duoed Fortnite competitions more than once, and it's fun to watch them play, but I hear Ninja's kind of done with Fortnite duos. He's kind of moving beyond it. I doubt he's done with Fortnite, but he also didn't show up for the latest event. R.I.P. Ninja. Ninja has a pretty cool skin where you can choose between him masked, darkness, and darkness. Oh, sorry, him masked with the hood. Darkness hood, darkness no hood, but keeps the mask. I prefer the darkness hood. Then we have Neymar. Neymar's a soccer player. I don't know how he got in here. Excuse me. Either he paid his way in just to advertise himself, or he's a Fortnite player and I'm unaware of it. And I'm sorry, football for the Europeans. Here in America, we want to be different. We also have something called football, and it would confuse us if we had to call one football and call football. I saw Splitgate. It looks so cool. It's like Portal versus. Also, Neymar has a secondary skin, which looks freaking cool. He looks like one of those monkeys, lemurs Looks like a lemur in it. From there, we have the Molten series. Like the Ice series, I'm unaware if Molten series is an infection that is from the Fire King, or if it's a copy of the characters. We have Molten Battle Hound, which looks like the most painful out of all of them because his face is just on fire. And in the Lava series, or Molten series, what do you want to call it, Lava series, they all have the same features. They have flames coming out of somewhere. They have gray, ashy skin, and their clothes are usually broken up by molten areas. We have Lava Wing, and I actually have her glider too. It's one of my favorite gliders. And this one too, like their eyes seem to have darkness energy in them or something. But not all of them look like that. We have Incinerator Huno. Her entire chest is lit up, which looks quite painful if they even feel that. We have Molten Omen. Never bought the real Omen, but this guy looked cool. Plus, I believe he was in a pack. And he's got some of the most cracks on it in some of his armor. Molten Ragnarok. Oh, well, actually, I think he might beat him for the cracks. Which is Ragnarok. I never got full. I don't even know if I got Ragnarok during that season at all. I either didn't get Ragnarok or I didn't get full Ragnarok during that season. I was left apt to pay my way through part of it and never finished them. But then I ended up trying to finish them more, and then I had to pay my way through some of it. Nowadays, especially when they make harder things, because I don't stream for a living, I work for a living, so I don't get to stream all the time. And last, Roast Lord. I like that. It's gonna roast you. It's Rust Lord, of course, but in molten form. Deadpool from Marvel came with a bunch of other Marvel characters. Oh, actually, no, he was one of the first Marvel characters, wasn't he? And he was the Seeker character, but he was one of the first Seeker characters. A damn itch in my throat that we knew about. And he ended up taking over a yacht. I think it was Meowskull's yacht, and making it his. And he comes in two forms, both X-Force and regular form. I prefer X-Force, but I have a regular form, but I think X-Force would look good for Halloween. Then we get Wakanda Forever, R.I.P. the Black Panther. I do not. I have like an itch in the back of my throat. I had a sinus infection the other day, and believe me, I got tested. And ever since then, I've had this scratch in the back of my throat. And it goes away, and it comes back, and if I eat something dry, but I haven't eaten today, I don't know why, it'll make it worse. Like if I eat a bag of peanuts or something, it'll make it worse. Feels like I need to just take a back scratcher and scratch the inside of my throat, which would not end well for anybody. But this is Black Panther. He's got like, well, I don't mean to hit X. He's got a cool on and off feature where he shields himself, and I got that on because it looks very cubish. Blade, which many people didn't know was a Marvel character. It basically looks like the Wesley Snipes version. Blade's an old 90s Marvel movie. Cable, more of his comic book style than Josh Brolin style. Captain America. Captain Marvel, which is, according to Endgame's one of the most OP Marvel characters. Deadpool Cuddle Bear. Daredevil, which if you haven't seen the Daredevil Netflix series and it's still on, I believe it's going to be on forever, recommend watching it. They kind of got unpopular towards the end as Marvel movies took over in the limelight, but they're all very good. He's got a good series. The Kingpin that plays with him is one of the best Kingpins I've ever seen. And Jessica Jones series is really good and has freaking David Tennant from Doctor Who as one of the best Marvel villains ever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave here in about 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. About 10 minutes, yeah. Dr. Von Doom, or Dr. Doom Von Strangle, or... Oh, wait, that's not Von Strangle, that's someone else. This is Dr. Von Doom. Not like one of my favorite bad guys from the Fantastic Four. I don't know much about him other than he ruled a fictional Russian-like area called Latvia. Does it say? Latveria, there you go. Domino, who is on the Deadpool movies. I actually like this look for her. Her superpower is luck, and that makes for some really hilarious things in the Deadpool movie. Ghost Rider hasn't shown up too much. Nicolas Cage made a really cheesy movie with him, and he showed up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is a alternate universe Marvel show. It's not canon to the MCU. I am Groot, played by Vin Diesel. I don't know, I inherited an Australian accent for Vin Diesel. This is She-Hulk, aka Jennifer Walters. She's a lawyer that got gamma radiated, I don't remember how, and got the Hulk powers. Loki Lothison. Man, Marvel's gone way too crazy with Fortnite. Loki came out just to celebrate the Loki episodes that came out. Probably my favorite Marvel show, by the way, is this one. Mystique. Hello, what the hell? My manager's been paused this entire time. Thank God that I'm talking to y'all. Yeah, he is. My son's the best. But technically, the meeting I'm having is with his teachers. Not that anything bad is happening, it's just normal school meeting, I think. Mystique is probably one of my favorite X-Men, just because of her look, her blue skin. Albeit she's negative in most of the movies. But I liked her in the show, too. If you're old enough to remember the show. This is Psylocke. I don't know much about her. She has some kind of power that looks like the darkness. Ravenpool, which is Raven from Fortnite dressed up like Deadpool. Silver Surfer, which is a half god created by Galactus. Storm in her punk outfit. He actually doesn't do much bad. He's really good. I have no real trouble with my son. He's a good boy. Considering he's a teenager, sometimes a little moody, but he's a good boy. This is Taskmaster, who just had a movie, actually, involving Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. His superpower is he doesn't have superpowers, he just has the ability to memorize and reuse other people's fighting styles. Thanos, I shouldn't have to introduce him. This is basically Josh Brolin. Thanos, that's Josh Brolin's face right there. It's probably one of the most detailed faces we have in this game. He comes with... Oh, wait, no, he doesn't come with the snap. That's right. I bought the snap when it first came out. But if you snap, his Infinity Stones will glow. Unfortunately, it doesn't kill half the map. Thor, let's get to the end of the Marvel series here, was the first Marvel character during the Galactus event to show up, and kind of has this kind of galactic looking shirt stuff going on, plus I have the Prism's skin going for him, makes him look pearlescent. Yeah. No, he'll kill me. This is Tony Stark. I didn't get Tony Stark's gold or pearlescent. I really wasn't aiming for it. Yeah, I'm going to have to quit here in a minute. I am losing my voice now, and I got that cough going up. I'll do it during stream. How about that? I mean, when he's around to hear it. I did go for the silver, though, because it reminds me of War Machine. And like some of the others, he has a suit up emote. Very War Machine looking. Venom, of course, I got because he's one of my favorite Marvel bad guys. In fact, I love Spider-Man villains. They're some of my favorite Marvel villains. That's the thing about Marvel. The villain set isn't entirely great. Spider-Man holds all the good villains. But DC has the same issue. DC's villain set, it's kind of meh. Batman holds all the good villains. What's going on? Why does one character have all the good villains? And lastly, and we're going to end it here for today, and maybe we'll go through the rest of these later. But Saturday when I come back, I'm actually going to play. We have Wolverine. And Wolverine actually has a new game coming out made by the same group that does the PlayStation Spider-Man game, so it should be freaking awesome. Albeit, I don't know how we're going to move around town as a guy who runs at typical human running speed, if not a tiny bit faster. But I'm glad to see Logan getting his share in the limelight. This is his Logan outfit. He also has a Wolverine outfit. And he was actually on the map as a fightable character for a while, and he was tough. We finally got him down as a group with AF Blessing, because I ended up getting my hand either on a purple or gold sniper of some kind, and I got him in the head twice, and the rest of them went after him, and we downed him, finally. But if you remember, you had to down him to unlock one of his styles, and maybe this style. Anyway, we're going to call that a day. It's 9:55. I will be playing Friday morning, so I'll see you then. And then we might play Saturday evening. If we play Saturday evening, it'll be ESO, and then we'll likely play Sunday morning. So I'll see y'all then. Peace and out, guys.